Break down. Everybody know what I'm trying to do now. Hold it down for my hometown. Profound when it comes to doing me because I do it easily and it pleases me. How? So focused, mind open. Behold, I'm in with a motive, soaking in a depth of my own ocean, hoping that the whole world gets the notion. I've been waiting for this minute for a minute, now I got it out my golf in a moment. Slice mode, can't sugarcoat it. Beast mode, can't control it. Hold up, if you're looking for me right here, with a pen, I'm in here to make it all clear that I gotta do it bigger and better.
What's going on, everybody? There we go. We got that sound right? Yeah. Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the Higgins Fitness and More Show. Today, we are going to get right into it. All right, look, we're talking about, y'all know my favorite thing, plant-based living, good eating, all the good food and everything. So y'all know most of this season, I've been telling y'all all about this awesome plant-based living and how I've been living. So I created an event for all of you all to come on out and see. We've been talking about it, hyping it up. But it ain't no hype. Y'all can believe this, for real. It's about to go down tomorrow night, right? But before I get in all that good stuff, the reason why is because I, changed my life, and it had to be a lifestyle change. It was the only way for it to really go down, right? My heaviest weight was 350 pounds, right? And so, yes, I didn't have any surgeries. I didn't have any, special diet. No, right? I just did what I had to do. I changed my mindset first. And then I kind of went into substitution of foods. It's kind of how I started it. I used to be a big fan of pizza and ice cream. Yep, I was that fat bag of snacks, right? But I made a change. I started eating frozen yogurt, and then Kashi had this pizza, and then DiGiorno, I figured it was better than Pizza Hut for some reason in my head. So I did that, and then I made other little changes along the way, and everything was all good, and stuff started coming down, and I got into, say maybe I lost about 100 pounds at that point, and it was always that last 50-ish or so that, people that have a lot of weight to lose kind of go through all that last 20 or last 30 or something, right? Just kind of doesn't budge. Well, for me, what happened is as I started to understand fitness more, and I started to educate myself and went into personal training schools and educated myself on nutrition and all that. Well, at that point, I was one that preached about, you got to have your protein and your macros and, just concentrate on your carbs and your proteins and your, and your fats. And actually, they didn't tell you about fats at first because they tell you just fat-free everything. So for a while, my diet was sucked because I did fat-free everything or low-calorie this. And I was like, why isn't the weight coming off? And it just wouldn't come off. So when I went to learn, or as I learned all this information, something didn't sit right with me. Something didn't just make sense at all. Meaning, if I'm counting macros, which macros are your fats, your carbs, and your proteins. And this is what they say to focus on when you're meal planning. And I mean, down to the number, they taught us how to calculate it, all that good stuff, right? So doing all that, and I was like, but this isn't working, right? Because that's what I knew. I knew that they were teaching me this, but I knew that it didn't make sense, one, and two, it wasn't working. So for me, I started to educate myself a little further. Well, one, before I did that, I opened my mind, right? I opened my mind and said, okay, what am I actually doing to my body? What does my body actually need to move? And so if it's saying this, then why are we doing that? And that was just the beginning of my quest, I guess you can say, into learning about the plant-based life. But before, I was against it. I was like, I need my protein. I need my animals. I need my chicken. I eat eggs. I ate eggs 4 or 5 scrambled eggs in the morning with hot sauce. It was, I was like, I need my protein, And then the hot sauce, that helped burn fat anyway. So I was like, yeah, that's all I need. It was just a hot mess. But we're going to get into all that later on, right? But first, so let me fast forward a little bit before we back up, okay? So, y'all with me? All right, so listen. So what happened is, of course, I took it beyond, or as my best friend says, the extreme, and went plant-based living, right? And I'm like, dang, wait, it's a whole lot of changes, but I feel amazing. I can do a lot more than I've ever done before. I work out and I don't have to take as long to recover from a workout. You know what I mean? Like I can bounce right back and go hard in the gym the next day. Not all the time am I feeling 100, but that's just the natural. But it has cut down a lot on the recovery time and the muscle soreness and things of that nature. So people start saying, Sil, well, wait, how do you live an active lifestyle and still have fun and still eat? Because I always say, I'm like, I eat. Like, vegans eat. Like, I eat. So here comes the big birth child. Vegans eat, right? This is how I came up with it. Everybody kept asking me, and I'm thinking to myself, I ain't about to go out with all these people to eat. Like, I love people, but I don't need everybody's company that much. You know what I mean? To go out to eat with all the time. So we created an event called Vegans Eat, and the first one is going down this Friday at Infuse Restaurant in Temple Hills, Maryland, right there on Allentown Road, okay? I love that this is something that's within the community that I grew up in, to do the first one there, because when you learn something, you got to bring it back home, right? So this first one from Infuse Restaurant and this chef, Christopher Arnold, I want y'all to take a look at this video, introducing the restaurant. You get to see a little bit of it. And next we will have up the chef, the man of the hour, and the event tomorrow night. Take a look at the video. We got him up next. We'll be right back. Welcome, my man, Chef Arnold. Oh, you go by Chef Chris. Which one?
Chef Chris.
Chef Chris. All right. Well, welcome to the show, my man.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. So tell us first, how did you get into even cooking? Cooking is your thing, huh?
Well, I got into cooking by being a hungry little fat boy.
Yeah, all right.
And I didn't want to wait for my mama to get home.
Right on. Yeah. Pull that a little bit closer.
Didn't want to wait for my mama to get home to feed me sometimes.
Right.
So
okay.
I started cooking food.
Yeah. You was like, she ain't coming home, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing, huh? Okay. So then that progressed in
Yeah, progressed. I mean, ever since I was even in middle school, I wanted to be a chef.
Okay.
I always had a love for food and culinary arts and things.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I love to eat.
Yeah, like doing what you love, take you places, don't it?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing that I get to do what I love to do every day.
Exactly. So you start to educate yourself, and where'd you train?
I graduated from Lakota Blue College of Culinary Arts in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, nice. So you finished there and went on, been doing your thing for a little while?
I did. I have a diverse background.
Okay.
I've done hotels. I've done, standalone restaurants. I've done like big conference center things, and also running Infuse Restaurant.
Right on. So how long have you been there?
Well, we started Infuse back in 2013.
Okay. Why does it seem longer than that? I feel like I've seen Infuse forever, but
It seems like such a long time, but to tell you the truth, when we first came on the scene, people were like, "Who are you guys? Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
What has you got going on?"
Uh-huh.
And then now we're a staple in the neighborhood.
Nice. Definitely. Absolutely. Totally agree to that for sure. So being an Infused restaurant, then now here with the Soultarian.
Soultarian. Which
Yeah.
is my baby. So Soultarian is my plant-based food truck and cafe concept with delicious food that people are comfortable with who are normally accustomed to eating meat,
Right.
but are trying to transition into a vegan or vegetarian lifestyle.
Gotcha. Because it's like, as the owner said, he was like, I don't believe some of that food is vegan. That was his first thing. He was like, no, where is he? Because I want to tell him that, like, to his face. I don't believe it.
Well, I'm a meat lover myself. So, I mean, I've found that, eating a plant-based lifestyle has made me feel better.
Yes.
But I still love the taste of meat.
Okay.
I'm a country boy. We grew up on, fried chicken and country fried steak with some gravy on it. You know what I mean?
I do. I
So
understand.
a lot of the cuisines that I'm doing with Soultarian, put you in the mind of things that you're comfortable with already.
Nice.
And you say, man, hold up. Well, this is almost just like what I really love. Like how you said you love those pizzas.
Yeah.
We got steak and cheese. We got
See what I'm saying?
burgers.
Yeah.
Things that all Americans generally eat.
Absolutely.
And the vegan lasagna. I think you're gonna love that tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's it's hard doing this business because then I get sidetracked. I'm like, man, we eating. I'm like, I do the work. Do I get everything right for y'all? But then I'm like, oh, we gonna eat. But then I'm like, okay, wait, I got to get the prizes together. But yeah, so I'm a little, because that's that fat kid in me still. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it all the way real. But this is what I tell people, this is how, that it is possible. And I'm still hitting goals and living life and feeling amazing while on a plant-based life, and that it can be done. And that's our whole main thing behind all of this. But so Soultarian, what made you transition into that, making it that big, and that's what you want to do?
Well, a lot of it was just being a chef in the food service industry. Sometimes you sell it, people all day long, they were ordering fried chicken wings, eating tilapia, So at home, I started transitioning to organics because I see you get, how food looks and understand what's going on in the food industry. The things that are added to our foods every day.
Yes.
That we don't know, the high consumption of high fructose corn syrup. You know what I mean? It's just little stuff like, you're like, oh, I'm eating wheat bread. When you go read the wheat bread, and the first thing it says, high fructoose corn syrup on your wheat bread. So, and you say, oh, I'm eating healthy. I'm buying yogurt. I'm eating yogurt. And you go look at the yogurt, and it's got 100 grams of sugar.
All that. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like the perception of you eating healthy sometimes, and then what the actuality of it is.
Yes.
And eating a plant-based lifestyle, how our bodies are made up are to process plants. Our body takes a longer time and process the plant slowly and absorb more nutrients.
Yeah.
So, I was trying to find more nutrient-dense ways to, get myself together.
Yeah, and in other words, like with that particular, that's one of the biggest things to get used to, eating a plant-based life, boy. When you eat, you got to think, where am I?
Yeah.
How far is the restroom and everything? Because especially at first, man, at first I was like, gosh, I just ate and then I got to go to the bathroom. Like, it was a serious ordeal at first, right? So matter of fact, check this video out. This is me when I think maybe like a couple weeks into going pescatarian, because I took a step, like I didn't eat red meat or pork for like 20 years. Like I was hardcore, and I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then, I went into the whole, it was more vegan, but I ate seafood because, I'm from the DMV and we got to eat crabs and all that. You feel me? So I just can't let that go. I'm going to totally confess that. But, that's kind of how I went first, right? And so I cut out the dairy and the cheese and all that immediately. So my body still took the hit, from the man, it was a mess. But check this video out, man. This is me ranting one day, and I was still working out too. So my whole body was like, yo, what are you doing? Check this out. This was maybe a year. So listen, right? I'm doing this. Okay, first, right? So, I know, my hair's a mess. I don't know. This video recording crap makes everybody look at their hair. You wouldn't give a damn before. You just run around looking like a mess. So, right now I'm about my business and I ain't got time to get my hair all fresh and twisted. But anyway, that ain't even why I started recording. Look, let me tell y'all something. People keep asking me, Sil, I ain't seen you in a while. Sil, I ain't, what you been up to? Blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? So, yeah, like, I'm still doing me, running my business, trying to save lives one at a time by getting them to put down that bad crap and pick up some good habits, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to vent right now. Right now, okay, so okay, so listen, I just started this vegan lifestyle change, and quite honestly,
right now, I'm hungry. Okay, you see this part ain't dark blue. This is all supposed to be lighter blue. It's called sweat because I just came back from the gym. That part is okay. You know, I love that part, and this is great. But this plant-based, I am doing a little seafood because, you know, because I'm just transitioning. I'm not ready to go hardcore, full alkaline vegan and all that. You know, Dr. CB, thank you, but I'm baby steps. Okay, so right now I just left the bird out, and I don't have any bird anymore, and no eggs, and you know, a whole lot of products that I used to eat that you know, cheese and shit. And I'm sorry, I mean to curse anybody watching that, you know, I respect. But anyway, then you know me too. You know my mouth ain't all the way clean. So anyway, back to what I'm saying. Right now I'm hungry. And I'm so tired that I'm just sitting in front of my house. Yeah. I'm sitting in front of my house in the car because I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I always got to use the bathroom, either number one or two. I know that may be too much information for y'all, but this is week one of the full workout and vegan lifestyle, and I just want to say that I'm hungry. That's it. And that's all I got to say for y'all. So just it is what the hell it is. I clean it up a little bit. I said hell instead of what I really wanted to say. But anyway, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go in the house. That's the only thing that's gonna make my ass get up. You know what I mean? Peace.
Exactly. So as you see, I was hungry, man. I was hungry and I was tired, man. Because what happened, you know, the chemicals in your body that stated that we consume when we're eating these foods that are full of chemicals. It says feed me more so I can stay in your body and stay alive and, you know, wiggle around and cause you all the crap, right? So then when you are doing this plant-based, you are getting that crap out of you. And it's saying, wait a minute, I don't want to go. You know, it's like that little cartoon, like, no, right? So that's what had me all acting all crazy, man. I probably sat in the car in front of the house. I know probably 20 minutes just sitting there. Because I was tired, and then I was hungry, and I probably felt like I was going to, like, pass out going to the door. And that was even that feeling was the weird feeling, you know. You think it's hunger, but it's that change in your body and your metabolism going through all that. So I heard you say you country boy too, and everything. So when you did the transition, I'm taking it yourself first, right?
Yes, just myself, just to see if I could really do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because honestly and truly, which a lot of people do, they go back and forth with going through veganism. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So I said, I'm going to give myself 30 days, and I'm just going to go straight vegan. Now, it was challenging because, like I said, you always have to think about your next meal, right?
Right.
So you're thinking about your next meal because you hate to get into that moment of, I'm hungry
ain't got
right
nothing
now.
To fix, man. That'd be the worst. Right.
So that's why, I mean, just like when people go to like fast food places, it's not because like, oh, it's so good. It's because you hungry right now, and it's the quickest thing that you can get.
And it's cheap.
So I had to do little tricks like I keep me a bag of some trail mix, and I like the trail mix that got the almonds and the chocolate. The dark chocolate in it, right? So how you kind of get your sweet and your salty craving off, and at least will hold you over to get to that next meal that you know that you need to make. So you got to kind of pre-plan. Okay, I know I'm gonna eat this today.
Yes.
Let me get this together, especially when you live in a busy lifestyle. So just looking at all of that, it was hard. And I transitioned, and I said, okay, so I did it for Thursday. I said, oh, okay, I don't want to be hungry all the time. So I started adding more beans into it.
Okay.
Then I started educating myself about other protein replacements. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I like those Beyond products, which we utilize on our truck. I love those because they taste like meat for real.
Yeah.
And it makes me not miss it.
Yeah.
Some items it's a lot of soy-based items out there.
Okay.
Some of that's good.
So how do you feel about the whole soy as a cook with everything going on? What is your stance on the whole soy thing?
In the vegan community, there's either side of the fence I've found, right?
Right,
some
I
people
know.
like, I want vegan food, but I don't want anything that's soy-based.
Exactly.
And some people say, well, soy replacements are fine. I mean, I guess personally, I like both. You know what I mean? I don't mind but I don't want to have my diet being completely soy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel that with most things in life, there should be a balance. Yeah. You got, you balance out the soy products, and just try to get nutrient dense food, your leafy greens. Not necessarily. I mean, I can't do the raw thing. I tried. That's like when you said you didn't want to go full alkaline vegan.
Man,
I can't go raw vegan.
It's steps to it, man. It's a process. It's steps to it, and even within the vegan community itself, there's still like areas for discussion, and still things that we're kind of figuring out. But the main aspect then is to having that the nutrient dense and having that be the focus. Exactly. Like I said, when I learned nutrition, it was to have the carbohydrates, to have the protein. That was your main thing. But then not understanding too that the healthy fats, if you don't have the healthy fats, your body ain't gonna do nothing, okay? The healthy fats is like the gas in the engine, right? If you think about it, the way it lubricates, it helps things move along, and it gives that energy. The reason why we done mess fat up in society is because we have, the tricky part about fat is that you don't need as much of fat as you need in the amount or the quantity of the other two macronutrients. So, for example, carbs and proteins yield about a 4% energy unit, or energy per unit, or per unit energy, however they say it. I think it's just counting calories is crap, period. But and I say that because if you focus on the nutrients that you're eating, the calories come into play. You have the nutrients, everything is running smoothly. Your body's not craving carbs or craving, calories. You have the nutrients. Get it? Like everything else runs, because your metabolism needs everything to run. It needs that potassium, magnesium. You need all of those things instead of just, there's a carb, there's a protein. You get what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I found, like, when you're focusing on just those, you eat a piece of chicken, but today in the U.S. and the society, a piece of chicken, the quality of that piece of chicken is what we question, right?
Sometimes it definitely is.
Yeah, and that can cause all the problems. That's where a lot of the inflammation comes in your system. That's where a lot of the diseases come from after that, from consuming too many products that have high inflammation. So the nutrient dense, or being that way or thinking that way, is going to take you a lot further than concentrating on the the other nutrient, or the macronutrients rather, right? So he's exactly right when he says that.
But the key is, what I know that most people will find the challenge with is to try to figure out what those variety of things are.
Absolutely.
So that they don't get bored with the food, or they're not like, I'm eating this and I'm on this diet and this is horrible.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the whole thing about food is, as a chef, I think that food brings people together.
Right.
And when you're eating food, generally you're happy. Right?
Yeah.
You're happy. You're eating. You come smacking.
Yeah. Some people do the little dance and everything. Be like, yeah, right. Everybody got a little dance they do, and that's good. Like, yep, got it. Yeah. It's always a side to side thing too. It ain't never done no.
You get the little roll.
You hear me? Just all that. That's gonna be everybody tomorrow, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
My goal is always to make delicious food.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So when people have a stigma, because people are resistant, because I was as well. I was very resistant initially. I would think, well, you know what? We can't have a meal if there's no meat.
That's what people say. What you eat then? I be like,
food.
You're right. That's what I say. And I be like, what do you eat? Air? Like, yeah, exactly.
I always ask people, do you already eat plants anyway, right?
Yeah.
You still eat your collard greens. You still might have a side of green beans. You already eat vegetables.
Right.
So now you're just going to increase the amount in different types of things, because we get protein from legumes and adding in rice and stuff.
Right.
So, but people think, well, if I eat vegan, or plant-based,
Yeah.
that we won't have flavor.
Exactly.
But that's so untrue. There are so
Yeah.
many things you already eat that have flavor that are plants.
Right. So, what was your biggest, like, I know for me, it's definitely opened my eyes into cooking a whole lot more, just having to not have that protein there, or that animal protein there. What could you tell the people at home, like, the best way to kind of start thinking about, or how to approach that transition?
Well, in approaching that transition, you want to start out with the meal replacements, because it always helps to make that smoother, because, if you're going to replace a meat,
Right.
say, okay, I'm going to have, well, like the new My Plate, right? So this much vegetables, this much starch, this much meat, right? So do a meat replacement, but make sure something that's a meat replacement that's high in protein.
Yes.
So it helps you start the transition.
Yes.
Then your snacks in between your meals, make it be like, nuts, or even like granola bars or something like that. That's still going to be good, still be filling.
Absolutely.
Because the worst part of it is to feel like you're going to be hungry.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know what I do? I actually travel with, sometimes, especially with the weather changing like this, it's cool. I go buy a whole just bag of apples. I keep the apples in the car.
Apples and peanut butter. That was
Right,
my
I was
snack.
going to say the second thing. I have a jar of peanut butter and some agave nectar in the car, in a little lunch thing, in my little lunch bag, because you can throw that on. You can throw that on the apple. I got a little sprouted bread. If I make a sandwich real quick, like if I got clients back to back and I got to squeeze in the meal or something, man, baby, I got options. Okay, I grab a bag. Like, these are the things I grab like every week. Like I grab a bag of pistachios, right? And that's my little filler. I try not to take them in the gym. They always eat all those up, so that's my little, little.
To make you break down.
You feel me? Here's my little snack in the car that I don't tell nobody about. You know what I mean? But you gotta have those. I mean, he's right, because when that hunger hits you, man, it hits you when you on that vegan.
The stomach will make you do some crazy things.
Yeah, I think that's where road rage was developed. There's some hungry person in a car, and that joint hit him, and it was like, move down. I'm trying to tell you.
Go from hungry to hangry.
Man, quick. And you can't grab a Snicker. Like, you can't grab a Snicker in the vegan lifestyle. You can't. Your stomach will be jacked up. You try to grab a Snicker, it will tell you about itself.
You
okay?
already know.
I'm trying to tell you. So, man, let me just see. What do we have planned for tomorrow? What's on the menu for tomorrow?
Tomorrow's menu. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, so
Y'all hear this at home? Y'all hear this Facebook, man? IG, everything. Y'all. Tomorrow's menu. Listen.
So we have some bulgogi.
Bulgogi?
Yes, bulgogi.
Somebody at home said the who?
Bulgogi.
I know.
Bulgogi is a Korean style, traditionally a beef dish.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do a beefless beef
Okay.
with a nice Korean sauce, and it's made from Asian pears, and it's really good. I can't give you my whole recipe,
Yeah, but that's okay.
nice carrots and green onions in that. It's gonna be very delicious. Also, we have the vegan lasagna. This is the beef. It is a blend of the Beyond crumbles, and I also grind up some of those Beyond brats to give it a little extra kick of flavor. Layers of squash, a nice tomato sauce that does not contain high fructose corn syrup.
Okay, now.
All right, as well as I'm using vegan cheese, vegan mozzarella for that one. It's just really tasty.
See, that's what I be having to stay focused. Fat kid be trying to get out doing this time.
You need a napkin to wipe your...
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to...
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Try to get you together.
Yeah, shoot. Okay, anyway. All right, go ahead.
One of my favorite dishes is our black eyed pea hoe cake.
Okay.
So I start with a vegan cornbread. Then I mix in, whole black eyed peas and a puree of black eyed peas with some peppers and onions. We drop that in the deep fryer and sprinkle a little bit of red pepper coulis on the top of it.
Y'all hear this? Yeah.
Now that's a popular.
I heard a bruh. Yeah, exactly. Damn, what else you got?
I also got an assortment of grains.
Okay.
So one of the items that I'm introducing on the food truck is our green and grain bowls.
Okay.
So I got a different couple of varieties of different grain blends.
Nice.
You know, it's like a blend of quinoa, red rice, wild rice. You know, I got another one with like couscous and some vegetables.
Yeah.
You know, I love the Israeli couscous because they're the larger granules.
Israeli couscous Tamar is going down. Do you hear this shit? I mean, stuff, but it's my. We can say it's on. It's this. I own it. It's okay. We can say
All
that.
right,
But damn.
Also, I got some vegan fish cakes.
Vegan fish.
Yeah, so I take the vegan fish. You know,
Man, I know I had the fish and chips. I was thinking about what I
picture
had too, man.
a salmon croquette, right? But vegan style. That's the best way I can describe that one to you.
I feel like a kid, like it's Christmas tomorrow, and I got like, how am I gonna get to tomorrow night? Like how many hours I got? That's what I'm thinking about. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then I got my vegan shrimp and grits. So we got white stone ground grits, folded in with vegan butter and some vegan cheddar. It's topped with fried vegan shrimp. Now the shrimp are a tapioca base.
Tapioca.
And a little bit of modified potato starch in there, but you know what I'm saying. But it's all vegan. It's delicious. Has a nice little breading on it. Yeah, I think you tried some of those shrimp when you came through.
Hey, look, I couldn't even get all 4 of them in the picture. It was 4 of them on the plate. I got 3 in the picture. You know what I mean? I was like, ooh, I was supposed to take the picture first. It ain't work out that way. It was, man. I'm telling you, I came by for the tasting, man. I said, just let me see what you got, what you gonna do and everything. I was just like, I was full the rest. I was good the rest of the day. Everything I said yes. But you know what I love is to be able to come back home and do this because, like I said, I grew up in PG County. I went to
Prince George's County.
Yeah, Prince George's
Gorgeous
County.
Prince George's.
Indeed. So I grew up in Prince George's County, and I was educated right there in the neighborhood. I went to Crossland High School. I went to Tawny or Thurgood Marshall, as they call it. I was there and did the transition and all that. So, you know, to be able to come back home. When growing up, we didn't have these options. We had McDonald's. We had China Cafe when we was in high school. That was there like as soon as we got in high school, you know. So the Little Caesars. That's what we had. And that's where we did. And then honestly, in high school, I was I probably ranged between 250 and 300 in high school. You know, but these were our options. You know what I mean? We didn't have much, right? So
that's one of the things about Solitarian.
Yeah.
Because that's my neighborhood that I live in currently as well. And I find that there aren't many options within the county.
Yeah.
Especially on the south end of the county.
Yes.
Where you can get nutritionally dense food, even plant-based food.
Yes.
You know, when you have options, most restaurants don't have a whole lot of vegetarian or vegan options. There may be 1 to 2 items on the menu.
That's it.
I'm even guilty that I only had 1 to 2 items on my menu because we focused in on the people that
we knew would sell.
Yeah, would sell.
Yeah.
And, you know, the purpose of Solitarian, which is the food truck, which will transition into a cafe, is so that we can identify a lot of the areas that we need to come and visit to help have this availability.
Yes.
You know, of these food options in an area where is a food desert and these options aren't available.
Absolutely. And that's part of and you know, the whole thing with this too, and that's why I say I'm glad we're starting here is because I'm like, there are options here in the DMV. They're all over here. And so my whole next season is going to be geared to us finding these things and bringing them to the people. One thing I can say that I did just learn that is super awesome in PG County, over there by the Sports and Learning Center, right? They actually, there's a way that you can kind of rent, if you will, plots to grow food. So if you don't if you don't actually have or know how to, or maybe you're in a townhouse or an apartment community and you can't actually grow something, you can use that land there.
That's cool.
And start to actually grow some things of your own. Yeah, and it's the coolest thing. It is through it, and it's on the PG County website, parks and planning and things like that. But again, though, so there are some things that are starting to sprout, but strength in numbers, getting on those right people, talking to the right people. That's that's what we're all going to be geared to going into next season with this whole thing with Vegans Eat. So that's why I'm just loving that we're doing this right here in PG County, right around the corner. My mama still live down the street. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, but these options, it's just not available. I lived in Phoenix for about 4 years, and it kind of made me upset, you know, and upset in a way that I saw that it could be possible. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. With every corner was either a smoothie shop or, you know, just availability. You had fresh things. And then just, for us to be in PG County and for Southern Maryland to be right there, and there's so much, all that land and everything and crops that people are growing.
Down there,
yeah, all the farms.
Right off the Potomac. It's beautiful down that way.
All that. We should have way more options than we do have available. But we're going to work on that, see what we can do. Get some of these politicians and everything, and
definitely.
get them doing something for real.
Because I know that when I go down the street, there's 1 to 2 carryouts on every corner
all day,
and about maybe 3 liquor stores.
Carry out liquor store, 7-Eleven.
Yeah, all together. Same thing.
Right? Okay.
Get everything right there.
That's seriously in the same strip. Right there. It's like, dang, what if I wanted a salad? You're just not going to get that. No, but you're not going to get that at all. But yeah, we definitely, there's people talking about the shrimp and the same as people talk about the food. They ready for the food. They done missed the whole education part. People are ready to eat, y'all. That's all they try to talk about right now is where this food is and what's going on. But look, tomorrow we got it. Tomorrow's going to be awesome. And I'm telling you, the prizes we've been giving away just for, like, this little stuff I've been playing with Facebook, just so y'all can understand, like, we having a ball tomorrow, okay? We got prizes. We already giving away the 2 hotel night stay. And see, the things about it is you got a year to use some of these things. We got awesome incentives for y'all tomorrow. We're going to play some games. Mm-hmm. We're going to have some fun. We're going to educate a little bit with the games, you know what I mean? We're going to see who knows what about plant-based living, you know, and see who knows about a little health here and there. We're going to raffle off some things. We're going to have fun, but we're going to eat most of all. We're going to let you do your thing and see what all of this is about for real.
All right.
You ready?
I'm
this
ready.
Vegan food truck and everything, is it ready? It's ready to roll on out?
Oh, yeah. So right now we just been doing private events and things with the food truck. But within mid-November, if you follow our social, which is Soultarian on all social media, you'll start to see where we're going to be. And if you have any requests that you want our food truck to be at your venue or at your office building, go ahead and send us a message so we can put you on the schedule as well.
All right, yeah. So, actually, yeah, we got a lot to talk about too with that vending opportunities.
That vending for that event.
Got you on that too. But yeah, so we about to put him to work and get all this plant-based everything all the way out there on all of it. So you guys need him. You know something going down.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at him. He got it. He ready. Bring the vegetables to you. Veggies on wheels and all that with the goodness.
Look, we got on the back of my food truck, it says Veggie Squad.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Veggie Squad. I love it. So we got some of his information up there that if you don't have, you can definitely go ahead and take a look at. There you go. So you are on Chef Life for Show on Instagram, Soultarian on Facebook. There is his logo. That's a cool little logo too. You come up with that one?
Yeah, actually I did come up with
that. Yeah, so you're a little multi-talented, huh?
I had a vision.
Oh shit! You know when you got a man, if your vision like my vision, I'd be like, oh shit, you don't know. But it could be it, man. I know it's okay. You had a vision. And that's what happened.
You know, big dreams, you know, just like an elephant. How you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
That's that country boy shit right there. You have that? Whoo, yeah, because I was actually about to say, how the hell do you eat an elephant? Yeah, one bite at a time. That's some Uncle Henry shit right there. You know what I mean?
I should have said, watch out now.
But all right, y'all, tomorrow night is going down 7 to 10. And they got a banner start at 10 too. So if y'all already
I'm not sure which band is featuring at the restaurant tomorrow. Either,
okay.
But yeah, we do have a DJ. DJ's gonna be
DJ gonna be there too.
And the band.
We gonna have a party, y'all. We about to do this thing. So I hope y'all see us there. If y'all not there, we got y'all better be there. This is the first one. This is the baby. This is the one is being born. It's gonna happen right there. So y'all, Friday night, 7 p.m., 7 to 10, be there. Infused Restaurant on Allentown Road.
6339 Allentown Road, Temple Hills, Maryland.
Temple Hills, Maryland is going down. Get your tickets. Still on sale at Eventbrite. Go get them. We here. If you need it, inbox me. Go ahead and do that too. And y'all have a good night. We out of here. Peace.
Piecing the puzzle together for the people that never let up. So fed up with the bullshit, me too. Like the world got up and dead up against you. Ain't no superhero coming for the rescue. Unless you ask me to do it, then I bless you.